We have a special guest with us today, Mr. Spike Edwards. Spike is in a countdown to his first ever TEDx talk, and we are only days away now. And Spike has been using a lot of these memorization techniques that we've been talking about. So I invited him here to kind of share his personal experience with some of these techniques. So Spike, you had a lot of things to choose from to help set you up to the best memorization of your TEDx talk. Of everything you had to choose from, what worked the best for you?
I think what actually worked the best for me was doing a combination of the drawings, but also putting them in a spatial effect within the drawings. And that way I knew where it was and which order it was actually coming.
Great, great. So you combined two of the techniques into one.
Right.
And when you did the drawings, was it very detailed and very specific in those drawings?
No, what I actually did was make them large, very scrappy, almost childlike. That's another way of saying they're really that bad. And the thing is that as I was walking around practicing reciting the lines, all I had to do was glance at it, know what it meant, and then kept going. So if I did it small, I wouldn't be able to do it.
That's so good. So when we draw with pictures, and they can be very, very basic, and let's say you have a cloud and then a drawer and then a box, your mind will take a snapshot of all of those pictures together. So you can kind of remember, okay, after the cloud, I've got the, and your mind will pick up on those things as a group together. And if you arrange them spatially, like you said you did, talk a little bit more about that, about what you did there.
Originally, when I first started, when I had my script, the original draft, I had them just all over the place and let my memory sort of sort it out. Then that wasn't working at all well. So what I did was did an S. That's why you'll see me do this when I was talking. And that's the way the drawings are actually laid out. They're like that through the process of the actual script.
Great. So it takes you kind of on a journey from, yeah. Excellent. And of the other techniques that we have, did you try some of the others and they didn't work that well, like writing it out or some of the other anchoring techniques?
Yeah, it was probably the writing it out that didn't work the best because it's for me it's too laborious. Whereas I've seen other people do it and they do it well. But for me, no.
That's great. Individual, we've got to have all these techniques at our disposal so we can decide what tools work the best for us. And sometimes the writing it out is the best one. It's the strongest one. They've tried everything else. And in other cases, like with Spike, he's combined two of them. So you've got to know what works the best for you, because when you do, then you'll be able to replicate that again and again on future talks that you're going to give. Thank you so much for being here.
You're welcome. My pleasure.
Well, it's the dance. The dance.
Thank you, and thank you.